Welcome back to another episode of It's Gonna Rain in Florida, like every other day. It's really nasty. John is here. He's helping me do the turbo install on the pit bike, just like the title says. We're gonna be installing a VZ21 turbo from eBay. They go for $120, I believe, brand new, on a 110cc SSR. Yeah, SSR Chinese pit bike. We don't know what's gonna happen, but pretty excited. The turbo actually bolts to the head right off the bat. There was a little bit of adjustment to be made, but it works great. Now we're just getting the carb on, then the exhaust side, and it should rip.
Okay, I think I see why you were trying to clock it now, because your fuel line's too short.
I mean, I can get another fuel line. But that was my original idea. I was going to just clock the carb to the neck somehow, but you have to clock over there and clock over here, and it's kind of double work when we could just clock once and take this off. Wow, that's weird. When you could just take this off, and then the throttle cable's being a little annoying, just put it like that and make a plate that bolts to there and bolts to here. I think that would work too. The whole of the turbo intake is kind of way bigger than the carb side, so we shouldn't have an issue just doing that, I think. And basically the turbo snail is now the neck. It's just a little weirder neck. Yeah. It's a weirder neck now, but it should work. As you can see, these bolted right on. I had to make a stud for a nut because obviously the head is threaded. This is the back side. I've already clocked the turbo properly. This is the inside of the oil feed, and the return is over here. This is where the exhaust is gonna have to come in through. So we're just gonna loosen this, cut here, rotate, weld extra, done. And then we can make another exhaust that goes like this, and we continue our stock exhaust. So the exhaust was here. We decided to cut it right there, right behind the bolt. We were just like, you know what, we'll just exclude the bolt from our old pipe. And John came up with the idea. We were just gonna try to find some kind of other pipe to replace, to go from here to there. That's where the exhaust intake or exhaust port is. And well, guess what? Look at that. Would you just look at that? The same bend that was there, it just had to be cut and used backwards. And that will make our new exhaust. And John has already marked the flange right here with paper, and then we're going to transfer it to the steel so we can weld to it. I am creating the intake for the carb, which, like we told you, we're going to clock. So this will be there, and then I got to drill 2 more holes right here for the carburetor. So the turbo came with these gaskets, which we're going to use. The awesome part about these gaskets is you can also create your flanges from it, and I forgot I had them, so John had to trace it with paper, but technically this gasket would have done us the same exact thing. We'll do it for the exhaust side. And also I purchased an oil cooler for this this pit bike. What that does is it gives me this piece right here. I'll take it out in a second, but that piece bolts to the head and gives you an in and out for oil, which is all we're going to use for the turbo. We're not going to use the cooler. Actually, cooling your pit bike might actually be not good. With the turbo it might be okay, but I don't need the cooler. I'm just going to use the lines in and out for the turbo to make sure that lasts a little bit. This is what my plate is looking like. I actually had to stop making it out of aluminum and make it out of steel so we can weld studs, because these heads on these bolts were going to hit right there and right over here, and it wasn't going to work. So I have to cut the heads off of these, weld, and grind. John is tacking the exhaust, which is basically done. Just goes from the flange he made to that bend that we just showed you. There's a little gap, but we'll fill her in. The carb is on. Let me hold on. You can see the weird plate back there that's square because I didn't take enough time to clean it. But there's a stud welded to it, and then there's a bolt right there that bolts the turbo. The stud comes out of the plate and bolts the carb together, and that's how the carb is attached. Throttle and everything's still on there. We need a fuel line from here to there. Get that right now. Same time, John finished the exhaust, which came out great, amazing, with the flange that he made. And now he's looping the oil lines because we're missing the return line for the turbo. We have the feed, but we don't have the return. So we're just gonna loop it for now to see if we can get it started. Yeah, fuel's on. Just turn the choke. Pull it, pull it. Oh. It's spinning.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Is it this one on?
Yeah.
It feels like there's no fuel in it or something.
I mean, there wasn't. Ooh.
Doesn't sound like it's popping at all.
Bro! I can't, I'm laughing so good.
I had it full throttle.
UTV.
You gotta pen it wide open for a while.
Dude, it's still spinning.
Look how much oil came out of it.
Why?
Gross.
Oh, why is it so much oil come out?
That's out of the motor, I think.
I would assume.
It's probably hot.
Huh?
So it's probably hot. Bit of a vacuum leak.
A lot of them, man. When you touched it, it
idled. Yeah.
Oh, is this recording? Oh man, so we forgot about our boost gauge. Was nipple or whatever? That's where our boost gauge is gonna go, and it's completely open. So of course it's not gonna run. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Bring the idle up? Hold on, what kind of screw is it?
It's on or off?
Up is on, down is off. You can literally feel the boost. It's like, whoa! It like ramps. I swear, bro. I rode this bike before. It ramps. It gets scary. It's fast. Dude,
Oh
it's gotta be making like 7 pounds.
No way.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
I think the motor's blown.
Oh God, it's coming this way. Ah.
All right, Alberto, what'd you think of the turbo pit bike?
It looks blown.
So I don't know what happened, but between the last shot and this shot, I went for a ride, and then the next thing you know, it's running better. I started messing with the fuel jet down here and the idle, so I could get it to idle better. I wasn't really recording it because it wasn't nothing special.
There's so much oil coming out of the turbo.
Yeah, Alberto came to check it out, and while we were just sitting there, it just popped, like something went and it started pouring oil out of the exhaust, like a lot of smoke. I think something is wrong. Next step is probably gonna be taking the motor out. I knew this was probably gonna happen because this motor was smoking before I put the turbo, just not as bad, but that means it was weak. It couldn't handle the boost, the big boost.
Marco's logic. Oh, my motor is hurt. Let me put a turbo on top of the hurt motor to see if it runs
the best
any
thing
better.
to do. So now the next step is to either find another motor or get a life fan motor, which is most likely what I'm going to do because that's 125cc and it's brand new, so it'll probably hold boost better. I hope.
We'll see.
Thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing. See you next time. Goodbye.